On days like this, Bob Hodge says it's no surprise to him that Jesus was a woodworker.
Sometimes I make the comment that I work for a Jewish carpenter.
But at this work site, Hodge is a disciple of Peter.
Pete's the boss.
My definition of teamwork, and they all agree, is a lot of people doing what I say.
Pete Adler is a retired lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army who has found his calling, building wheelchair ramps for those in need.
This has become a passion.
It all started about 13 years ago when Adler's Rotary Club was approached by a group called Project Homes, a nonprofit that specializes in affordable housing and home repair. Adler and his club accepted the mission. And they've been hard at work ever since, building some 180 ramps in 7 different states, but mostly in Central Virginia.
There's a huge demand throughout the entire Richmond area. As aging population, people want to stay in their homes, and a ramp is just a life-changing opportunity for them.
Project Homes provides the building materials for a job like this. Then the Army logistics expert gets things moving.
My job is to put the volunteer team together and schedule a date and install the wheelchair ramp.
We'll be all right, but we got to rip that.
But while this is most definitely manual labor, Adler says it doesn't feel like work.
We're not doing it for us. We're doing it for our neighbors.
Like Emily Crouch,
They are doing an amazing job.
who lives here in the Pine Ridge community in Prince George County. Tell me about the front porch.
It has been falling down since I have gotten here.
A particular concern because of her young children, but a problem that Crouch couldn't fix on her own.
Because I can't afford it. It's okay, they're happy tears, baby.
Happy because one day someone with Project Homes took notice.
These lovely men have knocked on the door and asked if I would fill out a piece of paper to see if I qualify.
So she did.
And a few days later, they said I qualified and that I'd have a porch in no time.
They kept their promise, and Crouch could not be more grateful.
Because my kids will be safer.
Because the craftsmanship is of the highest quality.
When I walk away from a ramp that we finished, I look at it as kind of a thing of beauty.
Hodge credits his leaders' attention to detail. But while Adler is the general at work sites like these, he and the other volunteers take their marching orders from a higher authority.
There's definitely a faith component to this that brings us all together.
It is a very good time. You'll never hear any cursing on this. If you hear anything, it'll be praise.
I have a saying, God gives us the weather we need. God gives us the resources that we need. I put out the call. I used to worry about whether people were going to show up. I don't worry anymore.
On any given day, Adler is joined by anywhere from a half dozen to 40 volunteers. But despite that loyal following, he says he's always happy to welcome new volunteers to this fellowship of the ramp. And he's not choosy.
I take anybody. I'll take even you.
Pete Adler's license plate reads EP210. That's a Bible verse from Ephesians that reads, God has put work there for us to do. You have to qualify for a Project Homes ramp. You can find that information on our website. That's a look inside Wayne's World. I'm Wayne Colville, CBS 6 News.